Hey there, it is Rachel, and I will tell you that my podcast episode this week was inspired by the many parents I work with who have kids with big emotions who are also in school. And parents tell me all the time something you may be able to relate to, and that is when your child gets home from school, their behavior is horrendous. Maybe they're being defiant and not doing the things they know they're supposed to do. Maybe they're being disrespectful to you, or they're being mean to their siblings. Maybe they become really demanding and tell you what you need to be doing for them. This behavior is frustrating and it's exhausting, and for those reasons, it's our instinct to try to make that behavior stop. But I'm actually going to give you a tip that relates to any behavior you want to change, and then I'll show you how it applies in this situation. But my tip for changing any behavior is that when you are trying to shift things with your child, you want to make it you and your child against the problem, not you against your child. Now, if you're just trying to punish them and consequence them to change their behavior, that is you against your child. What you want to do instead is realize that their behavior is an indicator that there is a problem. Something has happened and you're just seeing this through their behavior. So let's go back to the child who is really disrespectful or defiant after school. They're actually having a problem. What is the problem they're having? Well, I will tell you that kids with big emotions are spending a lot of energy at school. You may know this already, but kids with big emotions do tend to follow rules. And one of the reasons they follow rules is because they are worried about what might happen if they get in trouble, if things don't go a certain way. So they actually spend a lot of energy following these rules. That's why a lot of your kids' teachers may tell you that your child is so good in school. Well, they're spending this energy trying to follow the rules. It's not necessarily natural to them. It does take them energy to do this, and they're expending that all day long. Now, I'll also tell you that kids with big feelings are not just spending their own energy, but they feel other people's energies. So I know a lot of kids with big emotions will get really upset if someone else is breaking the rules. Or they'll get really upset if there's a small change to the day, if there's a substitute teacher, or if class order switches or something like that. That actually takes a tremendous amount of energy for them to work through. So children with big emotions, for many reasons, the two I mentioned plus others, they're expending a lot of energy. And a lot of kids too are sitting still all day and energy is building up inside of them. So it may be that they're expending a lot of energy. It may be that they're storing a lot of energy. It may be even a combination of both. But this is a problem they are having, and that comes out when they get home through their defiance and their disrespect and their demanding behavior. Now, obviously, none of this is okay, but if you say, hey, they're having a problem, how can we solve this problem? Then the behavior is naturally going to go away. So how do you solve the problem that they have built up a lot of energy, that they have expended a lot of energy? Well, you need to figure out what your child needs after school. So some kids after school may just need a snack and they'll be fine. Some kids after school may need quiet time. Other kids after school may need to move their bodies, and if they can't do it outside, they need to find a way to do it inside. Some kids need to verbally talk about everything that happened in school. Some kids don't want to talk about it at all. But what you want to do is realize that there's a lot of energy issues going on with a big emotion child, and you want to help them figure out how to handle that energy. When you do that, you are giving them tools, not only for right now, but you're giving them tools for life, because they're going to go through life having to deal with other people's energy and their own energy. So what you're ultimately doing is you're seeing their behavior as an indication that they are having a problem. You're working with them to figure out what the problem is and working with them to find a solution. Again, once you find that solution, the behavior will naturally change on its own. And then you've strengthened your relationship instead of harming it. And you've also built their confidence because they know how to handle situations where they are uncomfortable and they have to deal with all this energy with kids with big emotions are going to have to do on a regular basis. So if you want more information on how to think about and handle the disrespect, defiance, and demanding behavior after school, I do encourage you to listen to my latest podcast episode. You can find that at rachel-bailey.com/214. I'll be back again soon with more tips for you.